Hello guys, it's Coaster Review here. I'm going to be reviewing Iron Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, the RMC conversion of the Rattler, the roller coaster corporation of America wooden roller coaster, and is an infamous wooden roller coaster and was considered one of the worst roller coasters ever. It was poorly made by the worst roller coaster manufacturer ever, probably, and also had which they also had created some things like Son of Beast and Coaster Express, which Coaster Express, of course, is considered the worst roller coaster in the world currently, and Son of Beast was one of the worst roller coasters to ever exist. But yes, but let's now get to the current ride. Iron Rattler is of course, a RMC conversion of, or hopefully you guys liked the video. Also, if you want to hear more about, like the history of the Iron Rattler, go and watch out for Ryan's video, but that's actually, it's really good, so. Alright, let's get to, the way out. Iron Rattler is a great roller coaster, of course, has one of the best drops on any roller coaster, it has two top tier drops. And the ride starts out with a 179-foot tall with still, and then you it's down 171 feet at 81 degrees, and then go up into a large step up, which gives you ejector air time, and then you go into overbank turn, and then you dive back down the quarry wall, and then you fly through a 0G roll, nicknamed the Heaven Roll, which is very floaty and puts you back onto the quarry wall into the worst paced part of the ride, which is still not horribly paced, but it's still pretty decent, but still. Throughout the quarry wall section, you go into a few airtime hills, a weirdly banked thing, but but that section is pretty decent with the two airtime hills, and then the weirdly banked things kind of didn't really do much. But then you fly into the climax of the ride, the quarry dive. You're already at good speed, and then you fly down into the drop, giving great ejector airtime, but not as good as the first drop, but for sure being in my top 3 best drops currently. And then flying into a tunnel into the brake run. Overall, the ride is shorter in track length, but doesn't feel too short, I would say. Let's talk about restraints. And trains, of course. Overall, the Restraints Are Lap Bars, so I very much like them, and are the same restraints on New Texas Giant, and the first RMC roller coaster, and trains were made by Gerstlauer, which has made many roller coasters like Smiler Eldred Towers and Hangtime and Knott's Berry Farm, and are a well-respected coaster manufacturer, but do not work with Six Flags since the accident on New Texas Giant, where a person was ejected from the ride. Six Flags has not worked with them since then. It was 2013 and that was on New Texas Giant. Overall, the restraints give you a lot of room for airtime, and the train design is very cool with the snake head on the lead car, and are comfortable trains overall. Now let's compare Iron Rattler to other Rocky Mountain Constructions roller coasters. Like New Texas Giant. New Texas Giant, the first RMC roller coaster, and Iron Rattler was the third RMC coaster, and the only 2 RMCs without RMC-built trains. I do prefer Iron Rattler, of course, to New Texas Giant. But New Texas Giant does have advantages like having a long track length and duration. It also has no parts of the ride that feel pointless, because on something like Iron Rattler, some of the elements on top of the quarry wall do not feel as good and are a tad bit pointless. And overall, Iron Rattler is one of the best roller coasters I've won on, and my favorite roller coaster at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, in my opinion, and is in my favorite coasters, of course. And hopefully you guys liked the video, and peace.